Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday, September 26th, and this is our video commentary. The NFL has a big mess. The NFL has a big problem, and it's not over. This is going to get worse, I think, over the next few weeks. It's not just that the fans are tuning out. That's a big problem, of course, when you're in the business of getting television ratings. The NFL, in particular, depends on television more than any of the other sports. This is something to consider. The other sports obviously depend on television, but the NFL in particular, their entire financial structure is based on television ratings. So any drop, even something as little as 5%, is going to have a huge impact on the NFL. So this is something that I believe they miscalculated. They miscalculated because they don't seem to understand that people don't like to see their flag or their national anthem disrespected. Now, did President Trump inject himself in this debate? Yes, he did. Did he? Could he have been more diplomatic in what he said? Well, I guess so. But that's just the way President Trump is. I think we've grown accustomed to that. That's just the way he is. He's often very passionate about what he feels. But that doesn't take away anything from the fact that the NFL miscalculated how people were going to react. When you have professional athletes taking a knee or not saluting or respecting the national anthem because they've got something to protest, that doesn't go over very well with people, especially the people who are paying your salary. Now, the NFL also has an interesting dilemma because the contract that many of these players signed, I'm assuming it was approved by the players union, the contract very clearly says that during the national anthem they have to stand respectfully they have to line up and stand respectfully. So this is not anything that the players didn't know when they signed the contract. That's just the way it is. They have to stand up and salute the national anthem. I think the leadership of the NFL has a huge problem, and I think very soon, if these ratings continue to go down, I think you're going to see people like Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys start getting very involved. The Dallas Cowboys are one of the world's most profitable and richest organizations. They're worth something like $4.8 billion. And I guarantee you that Jerry Jones didn't build the Cowboys and spend all that time building the branding and the image of the Cowboys to have some players do it, do away with it. So I think you're going to see a lot of owners react to this. So far, I think the owners are trying to, they're trying to line up with the players. They want to show the players that they are with them. But very soon, the owners are going to start feeling this in the pocketbook, and that's when this is all going to change. My advice to the players, I have a post coming out tomorrow. My advice to the players is to be proactive and say, okay, instead of protesting, we're going to start doing something about some of these problems in our community. For example, the lousy public schools that many black kids are attending in our inner cities. Why don't some of these players get scholarships for some of these youngsters so they can go to a better school? Crime, a lot of these other issues. Why don't they get involved? One of the big problems in the inner city is the breakdown of the family. Well, some of these players ought to get involved. Maybe they should be talking to young men in these communities about the importance of fatherhood and the importance of raising children. Again, it's up to the NFL, but right now the NFL is in serious problem, and unless they get their act together, unless they get some leadership that understands that the American people do not like to see their flag or their anthem disrespected, this is going to go on, and God only knows where it's going to go. But pretty soon it's going to start getting very ugly when the advertisers begin to scream that nobody's watching the NFL. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a wonderful day. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas.